here. Let me share. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Yeah.
visible now.
Yeah. So let us understand, the objectives of this session. Uh, after after today's session of say 40 to 45 minutes, and after that, say half an hour to 40 minutes for your practice in hand, we will all get familiarized with the various assessment methods and tools in LMS using Google Classroom. Why I have chosen Google Classroom? Because this is a free tool which is available to all of us and very user-friendly tool. Second, we will understand and practice some tools of assessment. Uh, we will practice it and we will understand that how we can make a use of these tools more effectively. And towards the end of the session, I am very sure that we all will be able to appreciate more that online assessment is the thing to go. So when we looked into the learning management system, let us understand that it is a software application. I'm sure that in the previous sessions, yesterday or day before yesterday, you must have understood in detail what is the learning management system. But just to start a day with that, it is a software application used for managing delivering, tracking, and assessing educational and training programs. So especially we all were not much aware of about LMS, but in the year 2020, when we all stuck with the COVID this thing, and we all have to sit at home and we all have to practice different kinds of things in order to keep our students engaged. I think this was the most used practice in all the institutions, and I'm very sure most of you must have used also then and there these kinds of tools. So it is actually a software application. There are different ways of software application. It is in the form of Moodle or Coursera or Swayam. All these are all open sources, open learning sources, which are embedded not only with learning practices, but also with evaluation practices also. So this kind of platforms are widely used in schools, universities, corporate training, and in online education. And what is good, how, where and all we can use this learning management system. We can use learning management system in to manage our courses. We can actually, design the whole course depending upon the needs of the learners. Either I am going to deliver it through personalized, like we are having it today over the Zoom, or I am going to create a content and going to upload it, or it is only the content what I am going to generate, or I can, make use of the open content which is available, for example, some YouTube videos or some lectures which are available. Uh, so it helps me to design a course as well as as well as to manage the course also. Not only this, I can also understand learners tracking. I can track learners assessment, not only learners assessment, even I can track them also, that, either they are being participative, either they're using those content, or I can, design assessment tools in order to see either they are learning effectively or not, either they are helping me to achieve the objectives what I've set in the beginning of this lesson. So all the assessment tools can help me in that. Not only this, I can also use a LMS in the form of a content delivery. So for example, I have designed certain components, I have designed certain assignments, I have designed certain discussions into my modules. So all those things I can make use of LMS. Not only this, I can also collaborate and communicate. So if we are very clear that in our Google Classroom also we have a streaming pattern where we can make use of that streaming window in order to communicate with the students, or when it comes to group projects and all, it is a great platform even to collaborate also. So these are the various popular LMS platforms. Moodle is very important because it's an open source, free of cost. You can do any kind of, you can make use of the content which is available on not only this, but you can also make your own content and post it there also. Then there is a Blackboard tool which you can use instead of the traditional Blackboard. You can use this Blackboard when you are taking, especially the accounts paper or mathematics papers and all. This is a great tool. Then there is a platform which was called Canvas. Canvas is basically very good when your papers are in the nature of creative nature, like fine arts, or if it involves a lot of drawings, graphs. Like I make use of it when it comes to drawing diagrams and explaining the content to them. Then Google Classroom is the most used, LMS, which we all use left and right. And there is another tool which is called Talent MS, LMS, which is basically helps in the corporate training programs, not much use of in the academic circles. Then moving next to understanding that, how to assess the student learning using LMS. So as I earlier told that LMS provides a powerful tool for assessing students' learning because it offers features like tracking progress, generating reports, and facilitating various assessment types, all while streamlining the evaluation system. What I most liked feature of LMS is that I actually uh, don't need to evaluate the answer scripts, which is a trauma for any educationist, because that is the hardest part of being an educationist. When at the end of the semester, when at the end of the class, I have to sit and correct so many manual assignments or answer sheets or something. This LMS had made my life so easy that I have reduced my manual correction work, which is mandatory like end semester. I have replaced that with online evaluation system. So the LMS can be used for assessment for tracking progress and performance by using real-time data, because the data is just in front of you. You know how many of students have attempted the assignment given by you, how many of them not done it, how many of them have used that this platform effectively to enhance their knowledge, how many of them have just done cut copy paste job. So real time data is there in front of you. How many of them have scored above average in the class, how many of them have scored below average. So you don't need to calculate anything. The whole picture of the class is just in front of you. And when it is the whole picture of one particular class is in front of you, it becomes very difficult to prepare various kinds of reports. Suppose you have to submit some report on what you say, the performance of any class, or you need to understand that, which subject, which paper or which course students are, uh, doing it, what you say, more effectively over the other. So any kind of report generation becomes very, very easy. And then if you are using, there are certain tools which also help in visualizing your data also. The data can be transferred to the graphs, or the data can be, transferred into the form of infographics. So preparing infographics becomes very, very important. So any report you are preparing, infographic play a very important role. So while using that real-time data, you are generating the reports which are just on the click of the mouse. Your reports are being generated on the click of the mouse. Your presentations are being done. So this is how we use it. And the different kinds of assessment tools, what we can use is, you can make use of LMS in the form of quizzes and tests. You can design assignments. You can even design your end semester or formative assessment, what you say, or summative assessment question papers. You can make use of LMS to create various discussion forums among the students. It actually encourages even the peer assessment also. Like for example, for any capstone project, you can, involve the peers to evaluate each other's work, and concept maps and tests. Everything what you name is possible when it comes to, online assessment or your LMS assessment. Talking about the component, this we actually discussed before also. So I'll just skip this class. Let us look at the benefits of using LMS for assessment. As I told earlier also, it is streamlined assessment process because your grades are being automatically generated. You are getting instant feedback on students' performance. uh, when you talk about, as we understood earlier also, that data-driven insights, that is information on learners' performance, attendance, how many of them have completed, how many of them are still not completed, and at what level they are engaged in the whole process. Everything you can, just get with a click of a mouse. Then even personalized, it actually provides personalized learning experience, because when you are correcting some assignment, or there is a window where you can, put personalized comments on their performance. And the beauty of such kind of evaluation is that the personalized comments only go to the learner, not to the whole class. And so you are creating an inclusive learning environment while using LMS. It can be assessed anywhere, anytime. There is no limit. There is no that, okay, 1 to 6, I have to sit in the class and then only can learn. Actually, it gives so much of flexibility in learning process. I can sit at my home. I can learn on the go. I can sit in the classroom and learn anywhere, anytime. It can be accessed. Only the thing what we require is the Wi-Fi access or internet connection, and it is cost effective also. You reduce so much of overhead cost. Just imagine that in a class of 70, if they have to write 4 exams, and in each student uses what you say, 2 answer sheets to complete one particular exam of 4 pages, 560 pages are, saved just like that. We don't need to print anything. So it saves lots and lots of cost also. Overhead cost also, like infrastructure. You don't need any infrastructure when it comes to online learning. You don't need a physical classroom where the students have to gather and learn. So it is a most cost effective, tool of learning, and it gives them the flexibility. It gives them the freedom when they want to learn it. It is not that a rigid environment of learning. It is rather quite flexible, environment of learning. And nowadays, when we look into our Generation Z, they are all not they are not in what you say generation which can be bounded, which can be, put it in a kind of rigid environment and learn. They have their own way of learning. They have their own attitudes of learning. So I think this LMS kind of learning and assessment system gives them a freedom so that they can design the way they want to learn also. So I hope till now it is clear to all of you. Yes. Shall we proceed? So here I have actually taken an example of my classroom. I have created a demo classroom. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible, ma'am.
You are able to see the Google Classroom window?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. Just the link is visible, ma'am.
So you can see only 1 minute. Just let me share the screen once again.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now what interfaces are visible?
Yes, yes.
Now you can see. Am I right? So this is the demo class I have actually, prepared to show you all that these are all the kinds of, content I use. Okay. So there are 4 things. Stream is there where you can make announcements. Classwork is there, which gives me freedom to create different kinds of, materials, reading materials, or questions, assignments, and other things. And people is where we can, add our students here. So I have just added myself with my other Gmail ID and two of the other people I have added it. And grade is a interface where if I have given them certain assignments, I can assess them and, make use of this particular forum for the assignment. So I hope many of you are all of you mostly are, aware of all the Google Classroom tools. Am I right? So I would just like to also know that how many of you use your Google Classroom for assessment purposes and in what way?
Ma'am, we are actually using to communicate with the students, to post the materials and
Ah,
assignment, and even sometimes question paper. So we
okay.
are conducting open with test Catalan. So sometimes we'll be posting in the group.
Okay, fine. Okay. So I have seen or I have used it for the creation of this thing. Like I have just, if you look into this, that I have created a question here. If you can see this window, um, discuss the advantages and disadvantages of green revolution. So I have not only told them to discuss it among themselves, I have also given a video which they need to watch it, and based upon that video they need to carry forward the discussion. Now in the Google Classroom, if it is an official suite or if it is a business G Suite ID, you can actually create small classrooms within them. Within that given classroom, you can divide the whole classroom into various groups. I have not used my, official G Suite. I've used the personal. I created a Gmail ID only for this particular purpose. So that facility is not there. But there, if we go in the official, you can actually see an icon where you can divide the whole class into various groups and they can, get into their discussion. Clear? So this is one kind of thing which we can use. Of course, this is not for evaluation purposes, but I can still understand how far they are involved. So to measure students' involvement, this particular tool of discussion is of great help. Then I go back to the classroom again and this is how I have, I use the assignment. Clear? Now, when it comes to what you say, uh, assignment. So how do I, help them in, assessment? Like what are all my expectations? How should they do it? Or if they are writing their assignments in these parameters, this is how they, need to be evaluated also. So any evaluation tool instead in especially when it comes to essay or when it comes to attempting the question papers online, rubric play a very important role. So whenever we give some assignment, we also give them the criteria for the rubric also, that this is how it, so when you need to create a classroom, for example, I need to, uh, so for example, I need to create a new work. Clear? So if I really need to create, I go here and I say an assignment. Only when I assignment, on the right hand panel, the rubric will appear. So if I click here rubric, there are different ways I can, create a rubric. I can create a rubric in G Sheet and import it here, or I can reuse a rubric, which is already I am using it. And once I reuse, I can, edit it. So rubric basically is a format which helps the student to understand that this is how they need to prepare their answer. So, for example, this was a question on write an essay on green revolution. So the rubric explains that, I will give you full marks if you are able to define the concept with clarity with exact precision, quoting at least one author. Mhm. So when they are writing, about green revolution, they need to at least refer one author. Then I say you define the concept in general, but conveys the meaning. You know what green revolution is, but you do not know exactly who said what about green revolution. So you have a knowledge, but you're not able to put your knowledge uh, in a very precise way. So I will say your answer is good. Then fourth one is that you're trying to define the answer, but you lack understanding of the concept. So you know green revolution, something you're writing related to green revolution, but your answer is very unstructured. Of course, you have used certain key points here and there, which are meant for green revolution, but you don't have the capacity to put your thoughts together in a very focused way. So I say your performance is just average. So I'll give you 4 marks. For you have mentioned few words, but you have not defined anything, you have not done anything in that particular answer. Or then you say 0 marks if you have not attempted it, or if you have not written anything related to the green revolution. So when I'm giving this assignment to the students, they know that these are the criteria I am looking at. So it actually helps them in assimilating all their thought, because as a student, my job is my focus is that how I can better my performance, how best I can present the answer so that I stand in the category of excellence. But if you just look at the other way of evaluation, students are quite amused. Most of the time, they come with us to the problem with the problem that, oh, for the same answer, you have the other student have been awarded 8 out of 10, but I have been awarded 7 out of 10. So sometimes we ourselves are not able to explain that why 7 here or 8 here. So that the transparency is not there. But when we use this such a kind of an assessment, it is a very transparent system. It does not leave any room for the students to come back to us and ask, because they can very well refer to the evaluation criteria, and they themselves will be able to decide that, okay, I have done up to this much, that is why I have been graded this much. So other part of the classroom is that I'll show you another thing. This was just for an assignment. Maybe we can use it for what you say, evaluation, assess this thing purpose. The second one is the assignment. Okay. Now there are two kinds of assignments have been three kinds of assignment. One was for formative assessment. One was is for continuous assessment exam. Clear? So what is this particular thing? That I have given them a question paper. Hmm? Along with the question paper also, we have done certain this thing. So let us look at the structure of the question paper. What that question paper? Now, whenever we give such a kind of an exercise to the students, it becomes very important for us to define the instructions, what they need to follow very clearly. Clear? So of course, because when they are doing such a kind of a system, they will be using internet left and right. They will be taking help from various kinds of AI tools also in order to complete their assignments. Yes, let them use it. But what is my requirement? That whatever you do, you have to cite all the references, all the papers, all the materials, all the websites, what you have used. If you don't cite it, I will take it as a plagiarized paper. Clear? For the benefit of you, okay, you can plagiarize to some extent, but here you cannot have plagiarism more than 15% because I am addressing to undergraduate students. Clear? So, and I make it sure that I ask a plagiarism report. In the GCR, in the business suite ID, there is the plagiarism checker this thing. So they have to submit their answer through the plagiarism checker. And once they put their answers into plagiarism checker, automatically the plagiarism report also comes in. Or if it is not so, then there are online tools to check the plagiarism in one particular paper. They have to give me the plagiarism report, and they also have to attach nowadays AI, AI uses report also. So it will tell you the 70% AI uses and 10% plagiarism. some AI uses is not covered under plagiarism. So it is very, very important. And here we are instilling them the research ethics. We are instilling them the professional ethics. We are teaching them the morals that if they are using somebody's work, they are referring to it, they need to give the credit also. So we are making them responsible also that way. So which when I'm giving them a test which is a handwritten test, it is not possible. They simply mug up and they simply vomit it out in the paper. There is no understanding. There is nothing. At least here they are trying to learn. They are trying to assimilate their thought process and they are right to it. And one very important thing, these kinds of question paper once I throw, I give them 24 hours. You have 24 hours. You do whatever you want to do. You refer whatever you want to refer. But your answers should not increase more than 75 words, 750 words. So this one particular question is for 25 marks, but you have to answer within 750 words. So just imagine it is very easy to write 4,000 word learning and writing for mugging up and writing 4,000 words answer, but it is very difficult to get so much of information because there is a time on your hand. You are getting all the kinds of information and then to assimilate your information to draw meaningful inferences in order to cater to the need of your question and bring down to 750 words is a great challenge. It's a great challenge. It is very easy to write 4 pages, but it is very difficult to convey those essence of 4 pages in 75 words. So these kinds of challenges also, once we post to the students, we help them grow as an individual. We help them grow as a learner. We ignite the spirit of lifelong learning, which is very important part of your our sustainable development goals, that every individual education should be delivered in such a way that it should ignite the lifelong learning attitude among the learners. So such kind of practices, when we make use of our LMS, it's very, very helpful in order to provide quality education as well as, catering to the needs of the SDGs also. So here also we give them the rubric. Question 1, these are my expectations. Question 2, these are my expectations. Okay. So the next part, how I use it, we have discussed the discussion, we have discussed an assignment, we have also, then we will look into the capstone project. So this is one of my favorite part of the analysis, where in certain subjects we can actually make use of a mini capstone project. Is basically the particular subject related, course related project. For example, I am taking a paper on development economics. So within the domain of development economics, I can give them a project to do. Okay. So this is a kind of capstone simulation kind of a project where students are being asked to recommend, the course of action for any development related problem within their vicinity. So this is the kind of problem, and problem is being given to them that they have to prepare a development project proposal that maximizes impact in the regional economy. So they can pick up anything. They can pick up a problem related to transportation. They can pick up problem related to education. They can pick up problem related to any kind of infrastructure or investment. They can pick up any problem related to urban development, environment, anything what they can relate to the subject they are studying, or poverty or inequality. They can pick up any kind of a problem, but they need to prepare a proposal covering all these aspects. They need to do SWOT analysis of the problem. They need to give me the kind of resources what they require. They need to give me the agencies interlink between the agencies. For example, if they pick up any project related to a better road quality, so when we talk about relaying the road or increasing the pedestrian pathway on the road, or whatever is, you need to get in what are all the affected departments here. You need to go to the telecommunication, you need to go to electricity, you need to go to metro work, you need to go to sewage, water and sewage supply department. There are many people, those who will get affected if I start relaying or start working on one particular road. So I need to get permission from these, and then I need to estimate who and all can be my partner. Is, is it going to be funded by me, or is it going to be funded by some other agencies? If I have to seek fund from other agencies, what kind of proposal I need to write for them, say, for them to asking money from them, and all those things. So just imagine how much knowledge base is being broadened for that particular learner. So this can be a group exercise, or this can be again this can be uh, what you say, uh, not a group exercise, or can be an individual exercise also. Clear? So apart from this, I also make use of one very important parameter here, is that is your uh, my robot. So it is a great platform to brainstorm. So for example, if they need to brainstorm, I give them a my robot link. So I have generated a my robot here. This is again a free tool. You can just go to Google and type my robot. It will come, and you can start your own my robot. Clear? So this is a different kinds of my robot. So I will start posing a question here. There are sticky notes here, there is typing and all those things. So for example, I take a sticky note, and I paste the sticky note here, and I type here. Okay, so my typing here goes, discuss the advantages of LMS. Clear? So I have pasted it here. Now, this is an open forum where the students, I will give access to edit this board to everyone. Clear? So they will start writing the advantages of LMS here. Clear? So then, based upon this can be used. You can actually choose various templates here. Clear? And you can actually do the whole mapping. Like at the end of the class, if I tell them to map the whole concepts, or the whole, whatever we have discussed in the class, put it in the form of a flow chart. So they can use that template, and they can put everything in that flow chart format into the class for everyone to learn. So when it comes to brainstorming, when it comes to concept mapping, this is a great tool, which I use very often when it comes to classroom presentations. Sorry, not presentations, but basically for this thing. Clear? And then there is another tool which I use is, 1 minute.
Ma'am, you're not audible. Excuse me, ma'am. Your voice is not audible, ma'am. I think you have muted your mic.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Sorry, I think it got mute in between.
It's
So,
okay.
so this is a Mentimeter tool. So where you can do it. and can I post the link? Can I post this link in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'll just copy and paste this link. So I have pasted the link here for all of you. You just click it on and just say yes or no, whatever is there. Immediately you will be able to see the result also. Can we see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So as and when people are answering, you will start, getting the results. So if you can click on the link, you will find one person and answer, two have answered, three have answered. But there are only three people in my class. So if I say yes, it is there. So I will get the result.
Dear audience, you can access the link.
Yes. Yeah. So along with Mentimeter, you will also have what you say, uh, Kahoot is there. You can make use of Kahoot. Uh, but I mostly use this Mentimeter only. And then there is another thing in the class. If you want to test their knowledge, you can use Google Form test. So you can make it as a form of what you say. Uh, you can prepare a Google form and you can, test their knowledge on that. How many of them have, answered it? How many points they have scored? Who has answered, which answer right, which answer wrong? What kind of question they are able to answer easily? What kind of question they are finding difficult? So you will know the whole analytics also what we were, talking, not only the question, but the responses also you will be able to, share it. So these are all few tools which I use very effectively on and off in my classrooms in a blended way. Of course, certain lectures will happen in the class. Certain materials we can post on the online for them to refer to. And this is how we do it. So what I was wanting to convey, I have, done it. So now can I ask you people to pick up at least one question which you would like to prepare from your subject expertise, and then what you say, uh, and you can discuss with us. You can prepare a rubric. If you have any doubt, you can ask for that doubt, or if you have, what you are using it, you would like to share. The floor is yours now, basically. So I have prepared something. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can see the screen. So if you have already a GCR, you can work on that GCR. Then you please prepare a assignment question asking students to answer while using any open data source, what is relevant to your subject domain. Give that data link to the student and say that it is working, or create a surprise test with the help of Google Form, or prepare a poll using Mentimeter, or prepare a formative assessment question paper and rubric for the evaluation. Or you can try your hands on MyRobot and see how it works. Yeah, so probably I think for 10, 15 minutes we can do this exercise.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah.
We request the audience to please participate.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm requesting the audience to please come forward.
You are saying something to me?
No, ma'am, it is the participants, ma'am.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Mic is muted.
I was just saying that if 2 or 3 of them are attending together, they can even join also and, get into this exercise.
Okay, ma'am. Requesting the participants to come forward. Okay, ma'am, shall we proceed, ma'am?
I'm not able to hear you.
Shall we proceed, ma'am?
Hmm?
Shall we proceed,
Yes,
ma'am?
yes, you can actually. My part is over now. And the thing is that I want everyone to work upon at least some tool and discuss that how it is. Will the participants be able to work?
Dear participants, requesting anyone of you to come forward. Okay, ma'am, we shall proceed, ma'am.
Hmm?
Shall we proceed, ma'am?
So if you want me to proceed, then see, I had only this much content today, and I was actually expecting that there will be some participation from the participant side also. Okay, let me just wait. Let me just see 1 minute.
If you have any samples, you can proceed, ma'am. You can teach
Mhm.
us. If you have any Google Classroom samples like this, you can teach us, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. Just wait for a minute. See, I have pasted a link in the chat box. I think the chat is visible to all the participants.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so this is a My Robot which I have created for the brainstorming session, and it says the content of the board says that how to use LMS effectively. So let us all put up certain points that this is how I can make use of LMS, more effective in my assessment process. So can all of you can participate. You can start writing. You can just need to choose the on the left hand there is a panel which is called text T. So you click on that and you can start writing your answers. I want to see how many of us are active on the board. Can we do that?
Yes, ma'am. We are working on it, ma'am.
Yes. Are you all able to see that board in your screen?
Yes, ma'am. We are ready screening, ma'am.
Yeah. So on the left hand panel, there are a couple of panels. Okay. You have templates, you have sticky notes, you have text T, you have different kinds of shapes and lines, you have a drawing tool, then you have diagramming shapes, then you have frames, then you have more tools, media than integration tools. So let us forget about tools, media, tools and all. Just let us use only two things. Either you can use the lines to create a flow, or you use only text box in order to say point one, okay, I will use LMS effectively by embedding these kinds of practices in my evaluation system. So because I'm not able to see anyone writing anything on the board, I'm still able to see only one thing, what I have put it on.
Can you see, ma'am?
uh, Let me just check. No, I'm not able to see anything on the board. Is anyone typing on the board?
Yes, ma'am. I have typed hello.
Okay, but where it is being seen? Can you bring it closer to, can you see the line, how to use LMS effectively?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
It's there on the board, ma'am.
Uh-huh. But it is not appearing here with me. I'm not able to see. Can you see that line, how to use LMS effectively? Can you bring your box near to that?
Can I do screen sharing, ma'am?
Yeah, you can share the screen. Yes, that's great.
Can you see me?
Yes, now I can see you have shared your screen. I am able to, see your screen. So how is it? Is it to use or how it is?
Yes, ma'am. We can use it, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's a very good tool when we have to ask the students to brainstorm. See, the more number of students entry, more meaningful entries mean the student is quite involved, student is bright. And if the student is not able to put anything, then we need to understand that, they need some kind of little more training so that, they can, start thinking effectively. Hmm? So I will just put one more thing here. Use this link, what I posted now.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you click on the link?
Yes, ma'am. I click, ma'am.
Yeah. So is the poll open to you now?
I have shared the screen, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. So once the people poll, let us see what is the rubric. So has somebody answered for this?
No, ma'am. Waiting for the answer.
No one is answered. So participants, can you just use this link and tell me what is the rubric? Can you just poll on this? Either it is an assessment tool or guide to evaluation or guide to right answers or all of the above. You are typing your answer. You need to go to the click the link and then answer live. Okay, the chat is disabled. Chat, we don't need the chat here. You only need to click the link and say, oh, somebody is using Miro board and saying all of the above. Very good.
Ma'am, can you see, ma'am, all of the above?
All of the above I can see on the Miro board.
Yeah, ma'am. I've typed in.
Yeah. So, but in the poll, you are not able to click.
No, ma'am, we cannot access it, ma'am. It's not allowing the access, ma'am.
Okay. I don't know what is the reason then.
It is not allowing to access, so I typed in the micro.
Okay. I don't know what is the problem. And let me check. I have pasted another link. Just try on that link. Yeah. So I'm happy that people are using Miro board for the discussion.
Ma'am, we have responded, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So it is being shown now.
Yes, ma'am. Now I can access it, ma'am.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So can any one of you quickly design a Google form for just with two or three answers without any name or something so that we can all answer based upon today's this thing that what is LMS or what you say if you have used certain tools just put let us see how many of us are using those tools that click any one of the tool or more than one tool what you are using it for evaluation. That will be the last exercise for the day. Quickly, any one of you can design a Google form and send it. The link in the chat box. Is someone is working?
Yes, ma'am, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Ma'am. Can you see, ma'am?
Yes, I can see the classroom interface here. Yeah, I can see the Google form you are doing it. Yes, very good.
Can you see, ma'am?
Yes, yes, I'm able to see your screen.
Is it okay, ma'am?
Yes, yes, fine.
Yes, ma'am. I'm done with it.
Yeah. So you can click on the URL, that link, you can paste it in the chat box. Yes, so participant, there is a link. Please click on the link and do this Google form. You see, this document is not published. It is showing an error.
Oh, you check, ma'am. Ma'am, we can access it, ma'am.
We can access it now.
Yes, ma'am.
No, for me, it is showing we are sorry, this document is not published. I'm getting an error message on this.
Just a minute now, I'll check it.
Maybe probably you have to give the access.
Yes, ma'am. I'm giving the access, ma'am.
Yeah. You have to say publish. You need to say anyone with the link. Otherwise, nobody will be able to access it. So you have to give open access to anyone if that is an option here.
No, it is different. Just check it. We usually
Yeah, you
we used
need
to get
access. It is asking access. So give the open access to it. There is an option to get the open access for anything.
mm, just a minute.
Go to the
Ma'am, it's already in the access. You can check it, ma'am. Accepting
yeah.
responses.
No, for me it is asking access. Okay, I have sent you access request.
No, ma'am. I'll change, ma'am. Can you check it again?
No, access denied only. No, it is why it is showing it to me. Because it is only with the MGR mail ID, it must be able to open. I am not having that mail now.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we used to use our official ID.
Official mail ID. Yeah.
That is
So you are able
ID.
to get the results. Can you display the results? It's fine.
Yeah, ma'am. I'll check with you.
Yeah. So if you go to the results, responses,
Waiting for responses.
yeah.
Ma'am, I have doubt. I wanted to give an access anyone with the link. So it doesn't mean that those who are having official ID only can answer, ma'am.
No, it is possible. Then you have to give the open access. See, you go to your form.
Sorry, ma'am. Can you come again, ma'am?
You have created a form now. Yeah, go to that. Go to the published is there, na? Go to published and click there. Uh, Manage. Go to manage. General access. Come down. Restricted. Anyone with the link. There is a down. Third option. Yes. Done. Now it is an open access form. Anybody can fill. Save. Save the changes. So now if I click on the link, see now I am able to fill in. No, it is not allowing me to answer.
Mm.
Go once again to published. Manage. Responder view, anyone. Uh, Click on any one of these two icons now. Anyone with the link, just click on that. Yeah, okay. And down, responders view. Anyone with the link. Okay. Mm. It is not allowing me to uh, give the answer to this. I'm able to open the form, but I'm not able to.
I think we are facing some issues, technical issues. So can we
Yeah.
proceed further?
There are no responses as of now. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you try to respond. Either you can respond. You fill in the form. I'm not able to do it.
I'll check it. Ma'am, kindly check, can you access my email?
1 minute. No, it is not allowing me to type anything or click anything. Okay, 1 minute. Just check either this is working, the link what I have put now.
1 minute. Ma'am, it's asking you need permission, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So just leave it. I will just show it to you. I can present and I show you 1 minute that this is how you know the Google form gives you the ready-made answers. So you can see my screen here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the Google form, what I gave it to the student for surprise test. As I told you earlier also, I put couple of questions, made every question, compulsory so that they don't skip anything, which I wanted them to check. And I see that I got 55 responses. Okay. So 55 responses. Average marks is 16.87, median mark is 17, ranges between 7 to 25 marks, means there is a student who has got maximum marks 25 also. There is a student who has got minimum marks 8 also. Here, so these are all my data analytics coming here. I get the scores by the number. That these are all the scores gained by the students. Clear? I here also get the reports that question wise analysis I am getting, that different products offered was one of the option. This is the right option. 28, like 51% of the class has responded the right answer, whereas others have responded the wrong answer. Here you see 80% of the class is able to respond the correct answer. Here, if you see, only 34%, 35% of the class has given me the right answer for this particular question. So I know that what is easy for them, what is difficult for them. So if they are not able to answer, a primary reason why nations conduct international trade is because it means their conceptual knowledge for the international trade has not been built up. So I need to, as an instructor, I need to put effort that they understand in a better way that what international trade is, or why two countries get into trade with each other. Whereas if you look into this answer, 85% of the class or 86% of the class is able to, answer this question clearly. So I get and this question wise analysis, what I get in the responses, see, I have not done any data presentation, nothing. One simple Google form has given me all the data analytics, which is helping me to assess the students' performance. Okay. So this is how we have, understood that whenever we make use of it, it helps us in many ways. When you talk about, LMS, either it is what you say, mapping, discussion forum, quizzing, or it is reporting and analytics, or it is tracking students' performance, or it is, I'm ready to give the content delivery. Or if you remember the discussion question, I have given them a content also they need to look into in the form of a video. Clear? And this is how all about is from LMS. Okay. So when you look into this thing, I hope that you have got some kind of knowledge about LMS. I'm very sure that you're all practicing. It is only a question that how we can use it more effectively. So from my side, this is what. Thank you for the opportunity. Any would like to ask any question or something? I'm open to it.
Dear participants, the floor is open for all. If you have any questions, you can ask now. I have no more questions in the question box now.
So, okay, then we can close the session. Thank you so much.
Just a minute. It was a vote of thanks. Good evening, everybody. It's my privilege to address the vote of thanks for this wonderful session. First of all, I would like to thank our founder and chancellor, through A.C. Shanmugam sir, and our honorable president, Mr. A.C. Arun Kumar sir, for giving this golden opportunity to conduct 5 days FD for this session. It gives me immense pleasure to thank our vice chancellor, Professor Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi ma'am, Registered Professor C.B. Palnivel sir, for their wonderful support for this event. I express a heartfelt thanks to Director, Academic Staff College, Mani Pandey ma'am, for her immense support and guidance. We would like to thank our beloved Dean, Academic Staff College, Dr. Bhumati ma'am, for her continued support and encouragement to make this event more memorable one. I would like to express my gratitude towards Dr. Kiran Verma ma'am for accepting our invitation and spending her valuable time and knowledge with us. Behind every successful program, lie the manifold attempts of our committed faculties. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the immense contribution of our dedicated faculty members. Last but not the least, my special thanks to the organizing committee, technical team, and all the participants for their wonderful support in making this event a grand success. Once again, thank you all. Thank you so much, ma'am. This session was really very informative, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for spending your valuable time with us, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much to all of you for giving me this opportunity. And I hope this was helpful for all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Participant session is over. Feedback link will be posted in the chat box. Thank you. Dear participants, the feedback link is posted in the chat box.